Hi, and welcome back to episode 43 of the weekly update. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. The final update video of 2025. It's crazy now when I'm looking back at it. I'm right in front of me. I have my computer with all of the videos which I have been posting now for this year. And we have gotten up to quite a few now. One of my goals for this year was to post 50 videos, and we didn't quite get up to that on YouTube. I think I posted 48 videos so far. We will get up to 48 videos, but then of course I in total have probably posted around between 300 and 400 videos total. On my personal brand page I have posted 280 something posts now. And that is just crazy, something which I didn't think I would do when I started this year. I had no idea that I would be spending such a large part of this year just working on my personal brand and creating videos. That is what I've been doing for this whole year, just creating videos. And I would say that I'm maybe not a bit ashamed, but a little bit ashamed actually, that I haven't grown more. I haven't gotten my page bigger. My Insta is at 70 followers and my TikTok is at 250 plus followers. So yeah, I maybe not the results that I thought. I really do believe that the greatness is just ahead. So in this final video of the year, I thought that I would go through a bit of what my year has been like and sort of summarize all of these 43 videos which I posted here on YouTube for this year, all of the weekly updates. And then I'd really quickly go through what's next for me, what's my plans for 2026, what's ahead. And then finally, and maybe the most exciting for anyone who's watching, what has been working and what has not been working for me this year. What are the things that you who are watching this can take away, things that are actually working to a normal person who just are trying to become successful, trying to make it. What are those things? 100% honest, no bullshit, no BS. Just what's actually working and what is not working, for me at least. And then we will end it. So to summarize this year, it's sort of hard now actually. I always have a bit of a hard time grasping time scales. 1 year, it's a really long time, and I truly feel like I have grown a lot this year. I have improved. I have accomplished that goal. In the beginning of this year, my goal was to improve. I really desperately wanted to accomplish my goals, really make something out of me. I had just been done with school and was so maybe naive that it was going to be so easy for me to become successful. All of these things that you see on social media, all of the e-mangazis and all of these very successful people. I really wanted to be like them, and I really thought that it was going to be so easy. So when I was done with school, I spent 3-4 months trying to start my business and really thought that I would hit 10k by the end of that year, which of course didn't happen. So I was a bit, maybe not sad, but a bit maybe sad is the right word, but I really wanted for this year to accomplish all of those things that I wanted. So I set out some quite unrealistic goals, maybe you could say, but I really thought that still it was going to be quite easy, and that I just had to do the right things, do the right method in order to succeed. So by the start of this year, I set out a couple of goals. I can actually read them. I just found them on my phone. It's a picture of my notebook of my goals for 2024 and then 2025. And we're mostly interested in 2025, so I'm going to read it. The first goal I had was to get to 10k a month. And by the start of this year I had no idea what was going to get me there. I was really unsure. I didn't really know anything about that. And I had plans about affiliate marketing that I was going to start at. I had just failed a business about real estate photography, which had been really unsuccessful. And then I tried like Instagram theme pages, created 2, both of them failed, or I gave up with them after about 60 days, because I had started something else. I had started my personal brand. I had started, by the start of this year, almost by the start, I started something which I called Project Iron Habits. It was a 50-day challenge where I basically had to follow a bunch of rules, which I had made up for myself, like read, meditate, work out, spend time learning something, all of these things, which I had assembled for me to become successful. So then I thought that I would, rather than to post on my theme pages on Instagram, I would rather put in all of my time and energy into my personal brand so I could just make it. But we all know how that story has gone for this year. I have been very consistent. I have been extremely consistent, actually. I have only missed like a couple of days. I have pretty much posted every single day. I have posted 280 videos there. But to get back to the actual point, I set out that I was going to make 10k a month by the end of this year. And I was quite certain that I would make it. And now you're probably asking, did I actually make it? And the answer is no, I did not. I'm not even. I'm extremely far away. I'm still at my beginning phases. I have not monetized any of my social medias. I haven't made $1 from anything of this. So that goal is I failed quite badly at. And I have a bunch of other goals, but they are not really that interesting. The ones that are sticking out a bit are post 50 videos, and I actually thought that it said post 50 videos to YouTube, but it doesn't. So in that case I achieved that goal and far exceeded it. As I said, I have probably posted around 350 videos, somewhere like that. I'm well over that goal. One other fun goal, which stands out a bit here, was to walk 100,000 steps. I'm still going to accomplish that. I haven't accomplished that. I gave it a try this summer, but unfortunately I had to throw in the towel because my knee got a bit hurt, or it started to I couldn't basically walk on it after walking over a marathon's distance. And yeah, I'm a bit of a failure there, but I will get back to that hopefully quite soon. I have some plans about that. And so those were all of my goals for coming into this year, which is almost over now. And one part of me, maybe the pessimistic side, wants to say that this year has been a failure because I didn't accomplish that one main goal which I really wanted. I have no real income, and I'm nowhere near obviously getting to 10k a month, which was like the main goal for this whole year and the thing that I was certain that I would accomplish. But I haven't done that. That's one part of me wants to say that this year has been a failure. But on the other hand, when I'm looking back at all of these videos which I have been posting, you can also do that. Go to my YouTube page and scroll down to the very bottom where it says like update 1, update number 2, all of these videos, and just see for yourself. I really hope that there is a visible difference that you can see. I at least can see a clear difference between me 1 year ago and me right now. I just before this video watched a couple of my old videos, and I'm a bit more similar, or I'm same but different. For example, I have sort of the same problems. I still struggle with getting things done. I struggle with not using my phone. I still have this idea that I just want to fix that one thing and then everything will be great. And I still repeat the same sentence in almost every video for this past year, that yeah, this past week didn't quite go as I wanted. I didn't accomplish all of these things that I set out for. And maybe that is a common theme for this whole year, that I have accomplished a lot, but I didn't quite accomplish that thing that I wanted. I didn't win. I didn't go that extra bit which made me succeed. That is maybe fitting for this year, like to describe it in that way. Because I have done a lot of things. I have improved so much in a lot of regards. And I have put in effort almost every single day, just creating videos and sticking to something for 280 plus days in a row. And also working out has been good this year. Like I have made good progress there. But I still feel like this is just the beginning. And now moving on to what's next for me in 2026, I truly feel like it's the success or the things that I want are just right around the corner and closer than I might think, or than it might seem from the outside at least. My personal brand has over the past month or so performed way better than it has done for this whole year. I have gotten like 10 videos over 1k views, and that's not maybe a lot, but to me that is unheard of. I went like so many months without a video getting over like 500 views. I went like 3-4 months, and now just in the last 30 days my account on Instagram has gotten over 20k views, and I have gotten like, if I'm just scrolling through here, 1, 2, 3, 10 videos in like the last 20 or 30 videos has performed really well for me. So I feel like I'm just at that break point. If I just do the right things now, if I just like go up an extra gear, I'm not sure if that's a real way of saying it. It's a way of saying it, at least in Swedish. Lägg i en extra växel, put in an extra gear. If I just do that, then like the things that I want are really close. That's what I'm basically trying to say. What's next for me for this year, or for the next year? I haven't quite sat down yet actually to fully write out my goals. I haven't done that yet, and I haven't really quite made out my plan. I have a couple of ideas of what I want. I have an idea of running like Project Iron Habits 2.0 back, or starting something like that. Of course with updated rules and a bit of a different structure, but doing something with that I want to do. And I also am of course going to continue with documenting my journey here on YouTube, but I also want to elevate this whole thing even more, or evolve this concept, because I wouldn't say that I'm getting tired of it, but I feel like I could make it better. I don't think that these videos as they are right now, I know that they aren't super good. Like, they are not fun to watch, they are not super insightful, but it wasn't maybe meant to be that. It was meant to be a raw, authentic version of myself, just sitting here in front of the camera and quite frankly just talking about my problems and what's going on in my life. And I feel like over this year I have, especially now towards the later parts of this year, I really opening up a bit more and becoming more authentic and more true to myself in these videos. And the other main thing which I really want, if you're still watching, that it means that we are quite the same, we are quite alike, I would say. Also probably want to accomplish things this year, like truly achieve those things that you don't even think are possible, but they are. Then that means that you're quite alike. And I want to ask you for a favor, actually. Keep me accountable of this one thing. Keep me accountable of this one thing. And that is that I'm going to a school, as I've stated before, which I don't want to go to. It's something which I don't find it horrendous, but I want to do a lot of these other things. I want to truly accomplish something great. I want to truly live like a spectacular life. Yeah, it doesn't really align with where I want to go. And that's a mini goal for this year, for me to quit. I feel like the only way I can quit that is if I get some sort of income from my personal brand. Like, that's the only way that I see it, and that I can both do it for myself and also to tell my family and everything about it. I will give it 2 months now, like till the beginning of March, and then I want to quit that school. So hopefully in that time I will have created something good enough for my social medias, for my personal brands, so I can quit that and say with some confidence that yeah, I have these other things which are going on, which I want to focus on, which I believe in more, which I think are going to make it, which sort of justifies me quitting. And I said this, and I said these exact same things like in the end of August, where I started this school, like yeah, I will just go a bit, but I will make my personal brand and my social media work out, so I won't have to keep going. And that of course didn't work out, but I'm going to give it another try, and that's where you come in. I want you to keep me accountable at that. So tune in a month or so and comment under a video, comment on my last video there, and say like, how is the progress going towards quitting your school? You haven't forgotten about that, right? Or you can come up with something better than I can, I'm sure of that, but comment something around that to remind me, so I don't give up on that. Yeah, that's maybe a bit of a side track, but I truly feel like now when I don't have school, I sort of come back to my real self. I sort of come back to this more driven, more focused, more locked in version of myself, where it's so clear to me where I want to be and how the school that I'm going to doesn't align with that. But when I'm going to that school, when I'm going there, it's of course takes away a lot of time. I'm hanging around with the people there, which I don't have anything against. I like them, but we aren't quite the same. I have different aspirations and goals, so I like this version of myself gets sort of suppressed and put away, and it's very easy to like, I'm not sure how to explain it the best, but I don't become this version of myself which I want to be. Fuck, I have recorded for a long time. This is by far my longest video. Fuck editing this. So really quickly, what has been working for me and what has not been working for me for this past year. I would say that the things that have been working for me are quite obvious. It's posting videos. I have been very consistent with that, as I said. And the other thing that has been working for me is working out. I have also been deadly consistent with that. And I have had some other things which I've tried, which haven't quite succeeded, like trying to quit my phone and a bunch of these things which I've tried. And I would say that those things haven't quite worked. Like I've tried, I'm not sure how many times this year, like if it's 3 times or 4 times to quit my phone. I have went cold turkey, or what you say, with using my phone. I didn't use my phone for 1 week, somewhere by spring of the beginning of this year. And then I also tried one more time during the summer and one more time later than that. And none of those times quite worked, I would say, because I'm of course, using my phone right now. And why didn't that work? Well, it's I believe it's that I have to do some sort of identity shift. Like, I have to see myself as maybe not a person who never uses their phone, but as a person who values their time a lot more. So that spending 30 minutes doom scrolling when I come home seems so absurd and so not me that I won't do it. That is what I believe is going to be the shift that I need. But yeah, that's an interesting topic which I want to get into more in another video. So maybe the next update video for 2026, the first one for that year, I can go into more detail if I remember it. And that's a big if. By far my longest video. Turned out that I had a lot to say. Yeah, that's good. Until next time, take care. And as always, accomplish great things. And I'll see you in 2026. And let's make 2026 a fucking amazing year, which we can look back at this time next year, and just be grateful, proud, and amazed of what we actually accomplished. Until next time, take care, and I see you. Peace.